Hi, I'm Tommy Edwards. I'm one of the business development managers here at Tyler Packaging. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about EPR, which is Extended Producer Responsibility. So, what is EPR? EPR stands for Extended Producer Responsibility. It's a new piece of legislation brought into the UK that predominantly means that businesses that put packaging into the market will be responsible for the collection, sorting and recycling of that material. What that means is for what you put in, the end of life of that product is your responsibility. And that will be split into 3 different criteria or bands. So businesses that produce either have a 25 tonnes or under, or £1 million turnover or less, won't have to pay any fees in EPR or have to register any data. There's a middle criteria of businesses that have a turnover between 1 and 2 million and produce between 25 and 50 tonnes worth of waste. You'll have to sign up for EPR and report your data, but you won't have to pay any fees at the moment. Then the top band, which fits a lot of our customers and ourselves, is businesses that have a turnover of £2 million or over, and produce 50 tonnes or more packaging, will have to sign up on the Gov website, pay EPR fees moving forward, and report all of your data on your plastic, cardboard and everything in between that comes with your packaging in your warehouses as well. Okay, so who does EPR affect? So businesses with under a £1 million turnover produce under 25 tonnes worth of packaging don't have to report any of their EPR statistics. The next band is for businesses that are under £2 million turnover that produce between 25 and 50 tonnes worth of packaging. You don't have to pay EPR fees, but you do have to sign up on the Gov website and you do have to start reporting your data. And the top band that affects a lot of our customers and ourselves is businesses that have a £2 million turnover and produce over 50 tonnes worth of packaging. You have to start reporting all of your EPR statistics and your packaging information, and you also now from 2024 have to start paying EPR fees. We can support you in what that looks like based on customers we've spoken to and our sort of information and data that we've put together ourselves, but you really do need to start getting that registered and getting that set up sooner rather than later. So what can you do to get ahead of this? The quickest and probably easiest thing to do is start looking at your current lines that you supply and potentially moving some of your conventional materials into recyclable. So we find a lot of the polyester PET pouches that are non-recyclable conventional materials. You could look at transitioning over to a mono PE material. The next part of it, which a lot of our customers has, is quite bulky tubs. With the rate of the weight reductions that are going to come in, you'll be incentivized to make things as light as possible as well as recyclable as possible. So a big transition could be moving from larger bulky tubs into a lightweight pouch instead. So especially if you have a 5 kilogram tub, you could see quite significant reductions on weight to move that into a 5 kilogram pouch. You're looking at maybe 70 to 80% reduction in gram amounts. That's a really important and good way to minimize the cost you'll pay on EPR fees there. So one of the big changes this year in 2025 with EPR fees was that the amounts you pay became modulated. What that essentially means is when this was launched, there was no differentiator between conventional plastics and recyclables. So there was no real advantage to using a recyclable. Now that the modular fee is in place, there will be a gap which will grow year on year in how much you pay per tonne on a conventional structure compared to a recyclable. Now that gap is relatively small at the moment, but as I mentioned, year on year that will grow significantly. So there will be a real incentive to move to a recyclable alternative if you're using a conventional material. Now where Tyler can come in is that EPR is very daunting. There's a lot of information that you have to gather. We can support you with that. And more importantly, with the products that you have, whether that's with us or another supplier, we can give you some guidance and some advice on how best to transition into a more sustainable and recyclable future. This isn't just about compliance, this is about reshaping your business. EPR is here and it is reshaping the future of packaging. If you've got any questions or you want to reach out to us, please contact myself or any of the members at Tyler, and we'd love to help you out with EPR and your transition moving forward.